Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic:
what song hits different after you read the lyrics? The Macarena song they played all the time for stuff when I was in elementary school. It's about a girl cheating on her boyfriend with multiple people while he's away. Also, this list is never complete without semi-charmed kind of life. Not only while he was away, but he was deployed, right? Yeah, and she lets his best friends double team her. You mean the lyrics to the Macarena aren't Huv nova nov nova nov nova nova. Huv nova nov nova nov nova nova. Huv nova nov nova nov nova nova. H-E-E-Y Macarena. Quote, I grew up in the 90s and I swear I just now leaned that it's not 1 Maca 2 Maca 3 Macarena. Born in the USA is famously misinterpreted as patriotic. Fortunate Son is in the same vein. Back in college I took a course called argumentation. For one of the assignments we had to work on a group presentation about a song exploring the argument the song was making. The other team members wanted to pick something currently popular, but I absolutely vetoed them, insisting on doing Fortunate Son. They all were like, ugh, that song is old and boring, and I'm like, shut your yap. This is going to be the easiest paper you've ever written. A week later they all apologized because it was the easiest day ever. I think of that paper every time that song is mentioned. Listen to the original acoustic demo. Before the record label encouraged Springsteen to redo it as a more upbeat, poppy version to sell albums. Which, TBF, it absolutely did. The true somber nature of the lyrics really shine through here. Best comment on the video. Let's see some garbage politician walk on stage to this version. Quote, as my guitar teacher once said, any and every rock song that mentions snow is definitely about cocaine. So yeah, I'd say most songs about snow lol. What about that Eric Clapton song? The one titled, Cocaine. That's actually about a fierce blizzard when he was growing up in Surrey. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Frosty the Blowman. Meat Loaf said it always depressed him how many people came up to him and told him they danced to 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad at their wedding. It was like, have you ever listened to the damn lyrics? Sting has said similar things about Every Breath You Take. Sting himself got so depressed about that song that he wrote, If You Love Somebody, Set Them Free, to give the stalker character some growth and closure. Typo, aka, the Stalker song. Sting has some dark stuff. Don't Stand So Close to Me is about a teacher struggling with his desire for a student. Considering that he used to be an English teacher. That is interesting to say the least. Every Breath You Take, Fortress Around Your Heart, and King of Pain are about his divorce. The first one is obvious, not being able to let go, wanting to be around her even after it's over. Fortress is about trying to protect the other so much, or to keep her to yourself so much, that you put her in a fortress surrounded by barbed wire and minefields. And then trying to build a bridge back, and having to avoid the mines, and ultimately setting the battlements on fire. Right. I want you, I need you, I love you. The whole song is about settling only for the first 2. There ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. He also complained that people kept asking him what that is in I'd do anything for love but I won't do that, when he actually says what that is in the lyrics. It's fool around with someone else, cheat on his partner. For those who wanted to know and can't be bothered to Google it. Once in a Lifetime by the Talking Heads is completely different now that I am older. Makes me think about how life just carries you along and it is all just temporary. It's scary, but it should be reassuring. Every person that has been, is, and will be carried along just like you. Same as it ever was. This song popped into my head for the first time in years recently when I had an odd moment of self-reflection. It was like snapping back to reality. As if the past 10 years had been on autopilot. All those little changes over time you just sort of grew accustomed to as one day blends into another. And then suddenly you look at everything in aggregate and it's an overwhelming shock to the system. Like waking up from a coma or something where everything suddenly seems foreign to you. It's a scary feeling. Get the job, move to the big city, meet the girl, get the place, get the car, have kids, and then it's like, whoa, wait a second. What am I even doing? Is this what I was after all along? Or was I just going with the flow? This is my life now. How did I get here? And you may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. And you may find yourself in another part of the world. And you may find yourself on a small cart on a snowy mountain. With a man saying, hey, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that imperial ambush, same as us, and that thief over there. Quote, in all honesty, I've been having that kind of crisis lately and this song does make me think of that. Like, the last 6 months of my life have been like this. I did everything I was supposed to do. I went to college. I had my share of fun and partied. But I also got good grades. I met a girl, fell in love, moved to the city, got the job, got married, Had kids a few years later. Bought a house. Then, last summer, one of my oldest and dearest friends confessed her feelings for me. I realized I always loved her, too. So much that it hurts, but we live on opposite ends of the country from one another. We both have our own families and our own lives, our own roots, and even though we want each other, it's just not in the cards. At least right now. God help me, I have 2 women in my life that love me dearly. So, that's been fun dealing with those confusing emotions. About 4 months ago I interviewed for a new job, a senior level director position. I'm 34 years old and this would be a life-changing amount of money, at least for me. I met with the owners, shared my work and experience, and we had a few laughs. Shook some hands. One of the owners told me to my face, "Well, it looks like this is a slam dunk," and they made me an offer. As I'm walking outside in the parking lot with my portfolio and my fucking suit, that I feel like a walking stiff in, to my piece of shit car that I would soon be upgrading because I'll soon be making double my current salary, I have this epiphany, like, holy fucking shit, I've made it. Like, I've had some shitty fucking jobs in the past. Like most millennials, I graduated into a recession and I worked jobs that paid peanuts just because I needed something to get by. I've had managers that treat me like dirt and call me names. Tell me I'm stupid if I ask questions. Now all that stuff feels so weird and far away. And then I have another conflicting emotion. I'm unlocking my car and I see a couple 20-somethings rolling by on their longboards. They're drinking beer and bullshitting about some party they're going to. They're just carefree, like I was. I used to be one of those guys. And I think about that. Like, how the hell did I get here? Quote, I used to not give a fucking shit about wearing a suit. Or having a half-decent car or a big salary. I was just concerned with chasing girls, partying with my friends and looking for where the next show was going to be. Anyway, the last few months have been this weird period of self-reflection for me. And that song kinda makes me think of where I used to be. Who I was, who I am now, and how I got here. And this whole weird fucking bizarro journey along the way. And I wonder if I'm on the right path. If I should have figured out a way to make it work with my old friend. And sometimes I question if I'm actually happy or if maybe I'd be happier working some shitty ass job getting by for beer money like I used to. IDK. I got people I love who depend on me now and I can't just do that. I have a lot of good days, but on bad days I just want to get in my car and just drive until the car runs out of gas, and then I'll get out and start walking. How did I get here? Same as it ever was, indeed. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. I'm gonna go lay down. From the moment I heard it, well, how did I get here? Has been on my mind to one extent or another. The other one, oh, but I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. Quote, time isn't holding up, time isn't after us. Same as it ever was, same as it ever was.